So here I am in downtown Boston Common. So be glad things that don't work out when you don't get the job, because after my experience I just had, so I have a shitty job. I'm not making real money. I'm behind on bills. I got a phone bill coming up that I'm behind on. I got massive debt. I got taxes to pay back. And this job just does not cover it. It barely pays minimum wage because of inflation and gas prices. It's a delivery gig. So I want to make better money. I decided to try bartending, and this place I went to over here, I'm not going to name any names, but I've been trying 4 or 5 times. It's like the same thing. Like, I handed in resumes twice, had 2 interviews. I almost got my foot in the door at one of the 5, but then the hiring guy got fired. And so I keep trying. I was like, I almost got my foot in the door, so I'm going to keep trying and trying. So I basically have been cramming my foot down their throats to get the job, because this job is so shitty. I'm not making real money, and I'm so far behind on bills. What else am I supposed to do? So Saturday night, I went in there. I wasn't like trying to gather super information, but I made it too obvious. But all I was trying to say was like, hey, who's really hiring? Like, hey, what is it that I can do to be better on getting my foot in the door? Or, hey, where can I go to get my foot in the door? Because I'd said to them, like, I tried 4 or 5 times and it's like the same thing. And that was basically all I said. And I even emailed the general manager saying the situation, like, hey, I'm happy to be friends with you. I'm happy to do this and that. I'm happy to learn. Or, hey, what is it that I'm doing wrong? Why is it I'm not getting my foot in the door? I've been trying 3 or 4 times. You're hiring. It's the same thing. That was basically all I was saying. Like, I wasn't trying to be weird or a dick, but apparently I was. Because when I went back to one of their 5 bars to use the restroom, I even asked the guy, can I go in there to use the restroom? He was like, yeah, sure. And I guess he was waiting for me to come out. He literally sits down and talks to me. He's like, hey, man, your activity was weird, strange, and suspicious, and you were kind of a dick. And I was like, how was I being a dick? And then he went on to say, like, hey, man, if you don't get the job, you don't get the job, whatever. And I was like, okay, cool, but I just want to know why, you know? And so the guy went on to say, like, dude, it's just management. Everyone around here knows everyone. It's like high school. One person knows, everybody knows. And I was like, oh, cool, so you guys are a bunch of 15-year-olds. It's like, you know. And I asked him, like, could I have a quick drink of water, because I've been biking for like an hour. And he said, nope, we don't serve that here. And I was like, oh, really, dude? And then he went on to say, like, I wouldn't go back. I would tell you to get out. I wouldn't come back for 2 months. And I was like, dude, all I asked was why I didn't get the job, or why is it you keep saying you're hiring if you're not? That's it. And then he's like, oh, you're being a dick about telling our bartender how to make a drink. And I was like, I was just trying to help. It's like, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just trying to help. And I was like, these people were just kind of like negative and douchey towards me. And then the guy basically said to me, we don't serve water here, get out. And I was like, cool, I will never be back. So that is it, my friends. If it doesn't work out and you don't get the job, don't cry about it like I did. Just be happy it didn't happen, because you're redirected to something better.